Hey friends, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today we're going to cover the 6 tips for regular maintenance on your heat press. Sure, I love using heat presses because they are pretty much low maintenance, set it and forget it. No ink lines to clog when you're away on vacation, no expensive parts that wear out after a few uses, or complicated calibration processes. No, heat presses are the rock solid backbone for many apparel decorators. However, to ensure your press is ready to rock when you are, there are some care tips that you could keep in mind to keep your heat press jamming like the day you took it out of the box. But if you're ready to rock, so am I. Let's get to it. If you are new to Transfer Express, we are the world's largest supplier of custom screen printed and digital heat transfers, heat presses, free customizable designs, wholesale apparel, and expert advice to help grow your t-shirt business. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're kicking out new videos like this one every single week. Now, first up, right off the bat, let's cover some of the supplies that you're going to need to have on hand, and they're all readily available and pretty much very low cost. We've got some paper towels, of course, canned air duster, high temperature lithium grease, any kind will do, but I'm using Lucas Oil Red and Tacky because Hotronix recommends it. And last but not least, just some multi-purpose oil here in the 3-in-1. Before we get started, it's important to make sure that we turn our heat press off and unplug it from the power source just to be safe. First up, let's talk about dust. Keeping your area free of dust and debris is mega important. And as apparel decorators, it seems like lint builds up everywhere when we're moving shirts in and out of the shop. You'll usually see it start to settle here on the top of the machine. Ew. Keep the press as clean as possible for a few reasons here. Number 1, the electrical components don't really like it. So that's why we have our can of duster here to be able to spray dust or debris away from any openings, buttons, panels, connections, or components. Secondly, any dust could get knocked around and settle on your shirts, getting in the way of your perfect prints. A nice little dust bunny underneath that ink, not really a good look. Next, let's look at upper Platen Care on the other side of where we were cleaning our dust. Here on Hotronix machines, we've got a wonderful non-stick coating that helps keep our press clean. It's great to periodically check to ensure you don't have any stray ink or adhesives on the platen. In most cases, with the press on, you could carefully, and I mean carefully, remove any stuck-on material with an old t-shirt or non-abrasive cloth. The heat helps loosen up that material for easy cleaning. But be sure to protect your hand and not touch the hot heating element. You don't need full 400-degree heat, but somewhere around 250 or 290 should do. Now, avoid using chemical cleaners on this upper platen, as they may break down the coating on the heating element, leading to possibly some rust or wear down the road that you could prevent. Just like the upper platen, our next step here is to maintain the lower platen. The best maintenance here is preventative maintenance. With a quick slip pad protector, you could keep your lower platen protected from wear and tear and the same stray ink we may have seen on our upper platen. This helps keep garments nice and clean and makes loading your t-shirts on your press, if it's fully threadable, an absolute breeze. So with shirts being able to easily slide on and off the press, it's going to speed up your production. So next, let's look into lubricating all of our exposed rods, spindles, and joints. Using our high temperature lithium-based grease, like our Lucas Oil Red and Tacky, allows for smooth and easy operation for years to come. The one spot you may notice this the most is with the pressure adjustment knob. If it's not gliding smoothly and you have to force it or it kind of gets caught, it's time to get it greased up. We'll apply a little bit of grease here and work it into the coupling by adjusting up and down and back up. Now, I do want to mention that you're probably going to want to wear gloves for this step. And you'll want to use this grease for any of the guide tubes, say on the Fusion IQ press or any air-powered models. Drop it down first and get in that space. Now for any joints that aren't exposed to heat, like the hinges or any joints up here on the auto clam handle or assembly, a clear, light-duty oil is perfectly fine. Here we're using 3-in-1 oil, or something like embroidery machine oil is going to work great. It'll eliminate any squeaks or groans that your press may have developed over years of use. Now with any excess oil drips or grease anywhere, let's just wipe it away with our paper towel. Next, let's inspect the power cord. In production environments or just with repeated use or movement, cords could get damaged. So let's check to make sure it's in good condition. No damage, no exposed insulation, or any cuts or frays. Always be sure to use the power cord that came with your machine or an exact manufacturer's replacement. While other power cords may totally fit the connection here on the back of your press, they may not be rated for the power consumption that these heat presses need. They tend to draw a few more amps than, say, those household electronics like computers or TVs, and in some cases, those other cords could damage the electronics in your press or cause issues with it heating up. Now the last spot here in our heat press checkup, we're going to test for cold spots with some heat press test strips. Sure, you could use an IR thermometer, but these will actually feel what a heat transfer is going to feel with the pressure on and the press closed. So we're going to attach these to pieces of paper and place them in 5 locations around our press, 1 up in each corner and 1 in the center. Now these test strips ensure we'll have even heat at the temperature that our press is set at. If the temperature doesn't match our settings, well, we're going to have to contact the manufacturer and they're going to walk you through proper calibration steps. Now this is where buying a quality machine, like these trusty hotronix machines, are going to come in the clutch. In the event of any issues, Hotronix is there to help. Something you won't find with those budget presses, say on Amazon. If something goes wrong with those, you're kind of on your own, and in a lot of cases, you just got to buy another one. So why not just buy quality, right? Now, do you have any tips or best practices for keeping your heat press in optimal shape? Let us know down in the comments section below. And as always, be sure you're subscribed right here to the Transfer Express YouTube page to stay up to date on all of the helpful t-shirt printing tips, tricks, inspiration, and education that we're dropping every single week. But until next time, I'm Dave. Happy pressing, or happy cleaning, happy maintaining. See you later.